Welcome to Hollywood Actions. In this video, we're going to take a powerful trip back to the explosive world of Commando, 1985, one of the most iconic action movies of the 1980s. Packed with unforgettable one-liners, over-the-top action, and legendary performances, Commando turned its cast into action icons. Today, we'll explore main cast members, looking at who they were then and where they are now in 2026. 1. Bennett. Vernon Wells delivered a memorable performance as Bennett, the sadistic former commando turned villain. With his chainmail vest, intense stare, and brutal fighting style, Bennett became one of the most recognizable action villains of the 1980s. His rivalry with Arnold's John Matrix elevated the film's tension that now be why 2026. Vernon Wells is celebrated as a cult favorite actor. He frequently appears at fan conventions and continues working in independent films. His role as Bennett remains his most iconic, often cited as one of the most entertaining villains in classic action movie history. 2. Arias. Dan Hedaya portrayed Arias, the corrupt dictator whose political schemes drive the film's plot. While not physically imposing, Hedaya's performance added a sense of real-world menace and manipulation. His calm cruelty contrasted sharply with the film's explosive action in 2026. Dan Hedaya is remembered as one of Hollywood's most versatile character actors. With decades of work in drama, comedy, and action, he left an indelible mark on cinema. His role in Commando remains a key part of his diverse and respected career. 3. Cook. Bill Duke played Cook, one of John Matrix's former Commando teammates. His character's early death immediately raised the stakes and showed that Matrix's enemies were truly dangerous. Duke's commanding presence made even his limited screen time memorable. In 2026, Bill Duke is highly respected as both an actor and director. He has worked extensively behind the camera and remains an influential figure in Hollywood. His performance in Commando is still appreciated for its intensity and emotional impact. 4. Sully. David Patrick Kelly portrayed Sully, the slick and cowardly henchman whose cat-and-mouse chase with Matrix provided tension and dark humor. His nervous energy and memorable death scene made Sully one of the film's standout minor villains by 2026. Kelly continues acting in film, television, and theater. Known for playing eccentric and villainous characters, he remains a fan favorite. His role in Commando is still quoted and remembered by action movie enthusiasts worldwide. 5. Lawson. Drew Snyder portrayed Lawson, one of John Matrix's former Commando teammates. His character represented the tight brotherhood shared among elite soldiers. Lawson's fate early in the story quickly raises the stakes, proving that Matrix's enemies are ruthless and unstoppable. Snyder's physical presence and military realism added authenticity to the film's intense tone in 2026. Drew Snyder is remembered as a reliable character actor with appearances in many action and drama films. While he never became a major star, his work in Commando remains an important part of his career and a recognizable moment for fans of 1980s action cinema. 6. Cindy. Rae Dawn Chong played Cindy, the flight attendant who unwillingly becomes John Matrix's ally. Her performance added humor, charm, and emotional balance to the intense action. She brought relatability to the film, making audiences connect with a normal person thrown into extraordinary danger. In 2026, Rae Dawn Chong remains respected for her work across film, television, and theater. She transitioned smoothly into directing and producing while continuing selective acting roles. Her contribution to Commando is still fondly remembered, and she remains a symbol of strong female characters in classic action cinema. 7. Jenny Matrix. Alyssa Milano played Jenny Matrix, John Matrix's daughter, whose kidnapping sets the entire story in motion. Despite her young age, her performance added emotional stakes and humanity to the film, making the audience root even harder for Matrix's mission. By 2026, Alyssa Milano is a well-known actress, producer, and activist. She successfully transitioned from child star to adult roles and became influential beyond entertainment. Her early role in Commando remains a fascinating part of her long and impactful career. 8. John Matrix. Arnold Schwarzenegger was already a global action superstar when he starred as John Matrix, a retired elite commando forced back into combat to save his kidnapped daughter. His massive physique, cold-blooded determination, and iconic one-liners define the character. Commando cemented Arnold's image as an unstoppable one-man army and became a blueprint for future action films. Now, WY 2026. Arnold is a living legend in Hollywood. Beyond acting, he has served as governor of California, become a successful businessman, and remained a pop culture icon. He still appears in films and series, mentors young actors, and continues inspiring millions worldwide with his discipline, fitness, and larger-than-life legacy. And that brings us to the end of today's explosive journey through Commando, 1985, the legendary cast then and now in 2026. From Arnold Schwarzenegger's unstoppable John Matrix to the unforgettable villains, allies, and warriors who made this film a true action classic, Commando remains one of the most powerful symbols of 1980s Hollywood action cinema. Decades later, its legacy still lives on through iconic performances, legendary one-liners, and unforgettable characters that defined a generation of movie lovers. If you enjoyed this deep dive into classic Hollywood action history, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends who love action movies just as much as you do. Don't forget to comment below and tell us which Commando character was your favorite and which movie you want us to cover next.